Well, football is really fast now. The situations happen really, really fast. There's really big unstable situation now for the coach. Results is leading every single decisions. So you need to be ready. More and more you realize when you are working, it's very necessary to get good results, because if not, the clubs it's very difficult to hold the coach. So it's not good. It's not a good situation for the managers. I have a lot of colleagues, good friends, but we respect a lot the work of every single manager. A couple of times in my career I had to replace someone. It's not a good situation, but anyway, it happened.
Did you have to think about it when you were offered the job, or did you say yes immediately?
No, I need to get a meeting. I need to meet. I need to know how is thinking the people around me, how is thinking the people who lead the club. I need to think about all things more and more. I need to know how is the place I am living, I am working, and the person who are working around me. For me, is very, very important.
And do you think it's changed from the last time you were here? I think after you left last time, you said in an interview that maybe the owners were a bit cold and didn't share the same kind of joy and passion that you share for football. Has that changed now?
The ambition is the same. This is a club which has very clear what is the way they want to grow in the past. So I realize, of course, they grow a lot, and they change a lot of things. The training ground, the players, the squad, the passion, ambition, they keep the same. So it's exactly the same. They wanted from me 3 years ago. Now it's a little bit different because they established in the Premier League, and of course they want to keep going in the same category. So the pressure is the same. The squad and the objectives of the club, they are different, but I'm confident we can work together and we can do something special.
And did you ask for any guarantees about how long you were going to be here for, or do you just accept the Watford philosophy that if it's not working out, they're very decisive and they change managers quickly, and it seems to have worked?
Do you remember when I came 3 years ago? It was one season before me. Was really, really hard for the coaches, and many changes. So I wasn't afraid about that, because in my career I need to be confident with myself. I need to be safe and sure about what I'm doing. So my decisions, and more. Obviously, the coach knows that we need to think by week, game by game, and this is the way we can do anything else. It's completely unnecessary for coaches to think about what happened next year or in 6 months. When you have all this kind of challenge really close of you or on you, it's always a freedom.
Are you expecting to be here for longer than just one season? Last time you were here for one season, do you think you'll be here for longer? There'll be more stability?
To be honest, I can think about that. The only thing now is important for me is give what for people want from me. They want to train me coaching. They want to me giving something good, keeping the team up, clarify the objectives and all these kind of things. They want the same coach, I think. They got 3 years ago, so they want something similar. But I will try to show them that I'm the same, or even I improve, because the last 3 years I have a very good experience. So it's the only thing I have to do. Think about the next match. This is our work, and in 2 days we need to show them that we are working hard to establish the order in the team.
What about Javi Gracia? He was somebody who was very popular. He got Watford to their first FA Cup final for 35 years, the highest finish in the Premier League, and he lost his job after just 4 games. Do you have sympathy for him?
Unfortunately, our life now is like this, the life of the coach, unfortunately, right now is like this. And of course, I respect all of the managers. I know that sometimes the managers replace me, respect me also. So this is a circle. This is a circle. We need to accept what is the kind of circle, but I respect too much. And of course, Abdoulaye is doing something really well also for Watford. If we will use the best way we can, for sure.
And what has the mood of the players been like since you came back? Because there was a suggestion maybe that the dressing room was a bit flat after the way they lost the FA Cup final. Have you found that it's a bit flat? Have you been able to change the mood?
Well, the players, when they don't win or they have in this kind of position in the table league, they of course they are a little bit depressed or a little bit nervous, not confident enough. But these kind of things we need to treat and we need to try to repair. Of course, they are not completely happy with all the situations they are living right now, but I can feel these days that they want to show me that they are able to play, they are fit, they can play well, they are ready, they are listening, they are working, they are very hard. So, but these kind of things happen when you replace someone. Everyone wants to show you that it's possible to go to the lineup since the first day. You need to work very well with this kind of sensibilities.
And what do you think about the quality of the squad taken over? Obviously some money was spent in the summer, Watford broke their transfer record. What do you think about the quality of the players you have? Are they good enough to definitely avoid relegation?
Of course, the quality of the squad is better than I had 3 years ago. I was in love with all my players 3 years ago, but of course, football is growing and improving, and the team also Watford improved a lot with the squad. But we know, all of us, we know that it's not just Watford. Watford is growing, but all the teams around Watford in the Premier League, they grow also. So the competition still is really hard for us. So we need to play really, really hard games. Every single game will be really hard, strong. So the competition is open, so everything is possible.
And the final question for me is, have you had a chance at all to speak to Javi since you...
No. I even didn't have time to speak with my kids. So it's very difficult.
Can I ask you what were the overriding memories that flooded back to you when you first arrived at either the training ground or the ground here, the fond memories?
Something familiar, very familiar. It's like when the people say back and they say welcome back, it's like something good. It's something, I have the feeling that I was working in different teams and I have the doors, they are open for me. Atletico Madrid, Valencia, it's many teams. When I had the feeling, Benfica, I had the feelings that I have very good relationship with the members in the direction, with the fans and everything. So it's a very easy possibility to return from this kind of places when you have very good feelings or you had good memories. So this was a very friendly atmosphere since the beginning. This is exactly like how you can imagine to come back home, something similar.
What were your highlights, your flashbacks, your favourite moments?
Well, favorite moments also is you want to work as soon as possible. At the moment you got the dress room, what you want is to put work as soon as possible, to know the players, to know how it's working the new training ground, how it's working, how is the philosophy of the club, obviously CEO Scott or Gino, what they want for us and everything. It's not time for anything. We are rushing for everything. In 1 week it's very difficult, everything. But we are very happy with the feeling. It's very important what you feel inside, and I'm feeling happy inside. Okay.
Is there one match you remember when you were, that's my team, that's my game, that was my performance?
Well, we want something similar. In the way we want to play, we want something similar. I remember for Watford, something very compact with passion, transmitting some vision and trying always to get better and be competitive. I think this is the idea. We can't prepare games anymore. Now, in the situation we are, we need to prepare finals. It's like this. Game by game, we can prepare finals. So at the moment we establish the situation, it would be the same, very important, finals, but we can maybe breathe in another way. Now it's many anxious around, and we need to try to delay all these kind of things.
In 2017, Watford beat Arsenal here, and Troy Deeney famously told Arsenal that they didn't have the cojones. Were you following Watford? Did you listen to Troy say that?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand very well. Sorry.
In 2017,
See?
Watford beat Arsenal,
Yeah.
and Troy in an interview said that Arsenal were lacking cojones.
Okay.
Does that?
Okay, I don't know. If Troy say that, okay, it's okay. It's fine.
The reason I ask that is because you don't have Troy at the moment, and many think the biggest test for you is proving that Watford have the cojones without him.
Yeah.
Is that the
The next match we don't have Deeney to play, so we need to use the players we have. But the most important thing I think is create this kind of dynamic that we don't miss players when they are injured. Because to be injured right now in football is very easy, so it's very hard the competition in every single game. So we got to lose players, of course, during the season. So for us, the most important thing is to have this kind of mentality around players. To be honest, it's very important to have a good team. It's very important to have a good lineup, but it's very important to recuperate the players that they don't feel useful for the squad right now. So I need to recuperate also these players that they don't play too much. They think that they didn't have opportunities. It's necessary. We need all of them. That's why they choose players. The club choose these players for try to help the team. So we can permit some players they are out of the atmosphere of the positive results.
Troy's such an important leader in that dressing room. Will you incorporate him on a match day so his influence is still there, even if it can't be there on the pitch?
Yeah, this way I say it's really, really difficult because the influence of the players need to be very quick and need to be really punctual. The point of view of the match should be really specific, and there are two different ways to get it. The first one is to try to transmit 2-3 points could help the team in our way, and the other thing is to prepare 2-3 points in a specific way for Arsenal. So it's like this. So to try to mix all this kind of information is not easy, but I felt that the players, they are clever, they are really professionals, and they want it. It's the most important thing, they want it.
Will you be going back to the 4-4-2 formation, and that's something that's been played recently at Watford? Does that help you?
What, sorry?
Will you be going 4-4-2 formation, or have you got a typical?
No. We try to get all kind of information we have. The club has a very nice scouting, very good scouting, very good team also. So we are really compact with them, and we need all kind of information right now about the medical stuff, about the technical way of the team, physical, everything. We need all kind of information. Is good. It's valid for us.
You know your opponent Arsenal very well. You also know Unai Emery. You have a good record against him.
I have no idea what is my record with him. I'm not a fan of the records.
Okay, well, 7 meetings, you've won 3, he's won 1.
Oh, well.
What are your memories of coming up against him, and is that strong back line one of the assets that helps you achieve those wins?
When you are competing against managers, that is not our goal, because we are competing against teams. If you have more best players than the other coach, usually you're going to win more. So this is not very clear about the competition between coaches. Not this kind of statistic is a little bit invalid. But with Emery, we know how it's working. I know Emery. I know Unai. He's a very clever guy. He's always thinking about how he can take advantage in different situations. Very good in set pieces. Always is really hard in the work. He's really constant and everything. We know well each other. So of course we will try to surprise each other. But right now, with all information we have, the clubs have all information. It's very difficult to surprise. So basically, depends of the performance of the players.
Aubameyang scored the only goal against Watford in the last meeting. It was a goal line clearance, a mistake there. That's a mistake you can't make with a player like that. How threatening are Arsenal?
Oh, we know Aubameyang because we play against Dortmund and he was playing in the other team. So the characteristics of the player, of course, they define how the teams play. without doubts. But it's not just Aubameyang, it's Aubameyang, it's Lacazette, it's Pelé, it's the midfielders, it's and the way they defend and the way that we can attack. It's many things. So we try to get a good result and try to give to the players right now three key points can help us for the 2 days. In 2 days.
Arsenal have made a lot of investments since you've been away, particularly this summer. Where do you see them finishing in this table after their investment?
I'm not sure. I follow the Premier League, but I'm not sure because the top 6 is always very unstable. Well, there's the last years, the 2 teams that are comparatively different, Manchester City and Liverpool, but the other teams, they are really similar. So it's very difficult to know if you will be in the top 4 or you will go for the 6. It's difficult. Anyway, Premier League, there are teams working to try to surprise other teams and go for this position. And I hope in the future Watford could do that. This is one of the objectives. At the moment we can establish the situation. I hope we can thinking about other things. We can stay in the other level and we can try to jump for another level too.
Was it a surprise for you to see Watford at the bottom of the table?
Yeah, of course. I never see Watford in the bottom, to be honest. 3 years ago, never, and the last 3 years, it was impossible to think about that. But football is very hard right now. It's very hard, it's very equal, it's very even, every single match is pure competition, so everything is possible. So we need to go out of this position as soon as possible.
Did you watch the FA Cup semi-final?
No.
No.
Tell me?
Did you watch the FA Cup semi-final?
Yeah.
What did you think of that Watford performance?
Well, Watford is in a good performance also. It making me bring a lot of memories when I saw that part. It's one of the goals, try to surprise the teams and the competition and try to put the Watford between the good events. When we went to the semi-final, it was amazing. The last year was amazing again because to be there is like a amazing prize for the fans. Is to remind another period of the history of the team. So it's amazing. So we try to do the best to get for this kind of events.
The confidence of the team seemed to be crushed by the defeat in the Manchester City final. Is that your first objective, to make the team remember the performance in the semi-final, the strengths of Deulofeu, the strengths of the individuals and the team collectively?
When we say the football go really fast, it's all go fast for the better, for the good and for the bad, for the worst. So the players, I'm sure they forgot as soon as possible. They tried to forget as soon as possible what happened in the final. So the final was an accident, or it's nothing special. So I think the players, they start this season with a different idea to start the results and everything. So everything is possible, happen. They didn't change the dynamic, but they are wishing to change. Everyone wants to change, and anyone wants to stay in this position, this situation. Even today, in that days, is most important also sometimes the mentality of the players than the physical. They are living from the mentality of the players, so we need to be clear in our mind, in our head, in our thoughts. We need to be really strong. So that's why when you are in the bottom, or when you have in this kind of situations, you are not able to manage well. So it's a big limit you are putting in yourself when you have in this kind of situation. So that's why for me it's important they work really well, but it's very important they try to relax a little bit also at the moment they work. It's not good to work with anxious because you are not understanding anything.
Are you seeing some signs from them in the dressing room in training that there is that belief that they can have the bounce from anyone?
Yeah. The attitude of the players, how they learn, how they listen, how they train, is positive, very positive. So it would be important to start with the good results. At the moment we get the good results, they are able to change the dynamic.
It's been revealed that Watford actually should have had a win against Newcastle. Newcastle's goal should have been disallowed in the last match. Do you feel a bit sorry for your predecessor that
No.
you didn't get that win, and can you take something from the fact they could have won the game?
I don't know. I have no idea how it's working that. The most important thing right now is, of course, it's impossible to know what happened in any single match. We are talking about the Arsenal like it's almost impossible. It's not like this. And when we are going to play against Wolves or when we play against Newcastle, it's not good to think that it's easy, because this kind of games is really, really difficult too. So for me, every single match is an amazing opportunity to show your ambition and to try to win. This is every single match. It's not about the level of the opponent, because every single match is very difficult.
If you like this video, you'll love this one. Click here for more.